I'm on a supply run this time.
Radio, corrected Fitz. We're sending you up with a transceiver unit and antenna cable for Sondheim. Get it up there, get it running, make sure, and I can't stress this enough, make sure it's working before you run back down here, and then we'll get you up to speed on running tests on people. Once we got those percolating, we'll teach you how to use the drug guns.
The what?
She asked, wide-eyed. Both drug and gun were words not really bandied about on the islands, and hearing them in tandem was mildly alarming to the young half-Drachen. Coupled with suddenly being expected to operate equipment on her own, she suddenly felt a bit of panic.
It's just being dramatic.
Sonia rolled her eyes.
You likely won't be using them, just delivering. They're little needle-free automatic injection units. Apply to someone's arm and pff, it injects a stream of the drug under your skin. You can walk down the line inoculating people without any hassle. The only real issue is dialing them in for different patients. With this disease, it's not uniform doses. It was originally for giving 2 or 3 different immunizations to large groups of people. But in this case, we're using it to select which dose we give to whom.
She sounded remarkably nonchalant for someone who had never heard of the things a week ago. But Sonia, once familiar with something, tended not to be too in awe of it. Rin was sort of following.
As to the radios, you take the little plug and put it in their little hole. Then you flip this switch.
She pointed.
Antenna, this thing, points up.
Sonia instructed.
That's it. Sounds straightforward enough.
Rin may not have been serious.
Just like a regular radio, except you can talk back. Got it. I'll get it set up and get back home, and I'll pop right back down and we'll get started.
She was feeling confident again already. She was off with a wave and a flurry of pedals, equipment cases, and wires lashed to the carry rack at the back of the bike, coasting up the hill effortlessly thanks to the expensive MagnaSurface tires on her shiny courier cycle. She was obviously easily as adept at handling the thing as any of the others, despite the impression everyone got of her being about 5 to 10 years younger than anyone else there. It was hard to tell even with ordinary Drachen. It was really difficult to determine anything about her, really, given how far outside anyone's realm of experience she was.
So that was...
Sonia began. Millie's kid, yep, supplied Rex, stacking test strips and the little sealed cups for the testing liquid into yet another med kit, alongside a small ledger book, to be filled out and returned to Fran upon completion, and stickers for adhering the patient's name and corresponding ID number to the test cups, while waiting for the results.
Davy's never mentioned her,
Sonia observed. Search me, mused Rex. Then again, I don't go around talking about my friends' kids all the time either.
But still,
Sonia mused.
As much as Davy talks about Millie, I'm surprised.
Kid's unique, observed Rex tactfully. Maybe she didn't tell him. Probably Davy's being discreet, most likely. He's not the sort to spread that kind of thing around. Still surprised I haven't heard of it. Huh, his mom never mentioned her either. I don't know, supplied Fitz. My dad got into government work along with Davy's, and I left 16 years ago. Gordon had just rolled up to collect another box of testing strips and a transceiver, and was immediately set upon.
Well, what's she like, Gordon?
Asked Sonia, uncharacteristically less aloof than usual, especially in the presence of someone who might not enjoy her and Rex's typical mode of private conversation.
Tell us everything.
She arched her eyebrows. Millie? Oh, she's very nice, he supplied. One of the friendliest Drachen you'll ever meet, in fact. She runs the restaurant up in the middle of Sondheim. Some of the islanders are more forward about speculating as to the nature of her diversions than I'd care to discuss. But I find it unwarranted and rude, he stammered to a close.
God love you, you're trying. What you're meaning to say is that the girl enjoys herself and it's none of anyone's business if she does. But no, I meant Ren.
I've no clue, he responded. I wasn't around when she was born. I left shortly after Davy as well. Millie and I were never friends. Perhaps she's requested his discretion. Gordon looked uncomfortable.
That sounds like Davy. Either that or he's just never thought to tell us.
Now that sounds like Davy, Rex laughed. Huh, but you and Davy were friends, all the way back then, Rex continued. No, I didn't run into him much. I knew Millie's brother Daryl. He and Davy were close, but I never managed to get to know him until later. Mom threw a brick at him once,